Good morning, Federico Ferrante here from Azimut Americas, and we are here at the 2024 Miami International Boat Show, where we are premiering for the Americas the brand new Azimut 72 Flybridge. So as usual, we'll do a very comprehensive walkthrough, interior, exterior, technical space, engine room. While we are here, let's talk about this super quick, and then we'll go at the end, we'll go inside those two mystery doors and see what is there. This is an hydraulic platform which hold a tender 4 meters, so 395 Williams, for instance, will be the perfect fit. 1,400 pounds of lifting capacity for this hydraulic platform. So you can put really any toy you need, a 4 meters tender or 3 seats jet ski, whatever is your preference. And then let's keep going up. We'll take care of the details of the transom later, but let's immediately step into the living spaces, social area. So cockpit on the 72 Flybridge, we maintain a standard traditional C-shaped sofa, but introducing a lot of new elements, starting from this. You will see this throughout the entire boat. This is a Korean table with a marble, synthetic marble insert look, and but with a trim. So you see the elegance of the trim, but it's completely seamless. So there is no seam, there is no caulking in between which needs to be maintained, clean, or damaged. This is really seamless. It's a synthetic material. You see throughout the entire boat on the exterior is literally nothing can affect it. You can literally squeeze a lemon on top of this top and nothing will happen. As I said, traditional C-shaped sofa. You have storage spaces wherever is possible. On that side, the reason because it's the crew quarter ingress. But we'll go through the storage detail. I'll show you a sample of where it is and then indicate where other is in order to don't waste your time. Also outside the little bar cabinet, integrated sink. And then here you have a trash storage and a beautiful refrigerator to serve the cockpit. If you wonder what this is another engine room entrance hatch behind, under my feet. In case you have bad weather, you need to go into the engine room. This is a very smart solution. So you not only have the very convenient door on the transom to get into the technical spaces, but you also have a weather access if you wish. So imagine you are out at sea is rough, you need to go in the engine room, you don't want to go back there. You can go down in the engine room and technical spaces from here. I would say let's start diving into the inside and from a couple of details. Number one is the complete absence of steps, which again is not easy and is worth it mentioning. So you've seen the last step you took to get into the boat was the one on the cockpit from the transom, and then now you are getting into the interior and cockpit with completely seamless with no steps. And this is thanks to this oversized drainage. So that's why you see these large teak grates. They are an oversized drainage which allow us by code to avoid to put a step here on the frame of the door. So you can literally walk with your feet without, facing any inconvenience. There is no steps, as I said. It's completely flush from the cockpit all the way to the cabin. So before we dive into the detail of the interior, I want to take a quick look as a general overview, because this is where the newest and latest design of Azimut Yachts comes into place. This design is by a new designer we have introduced from the 72 Flybridge. His name is Fabio Fantolino, and is a very talented Italian architect designer from Torino. Is actually the city where Azimut Yachts headquarters are located. And he has created this incredibly beautiful, completely new concept for Azimut. I'm sure you will notice that the direction is different. Even the materials are different. Check out the depth and the richness of this walnut. Usually we've been adopting a lot of oak in the days. Now we're moving towards something, if you wish, more warm and cozy, which will be the feeling throughout the entire boat. So again, the interior main fragrance here is walnut, and then we'll start going into the details. So here you have all your main Salon beginning of the salon storage. So you have all your glassware and wine cooler in this beautiful cabinet with bronze, metal bronze details and walnut. Then, as I said, I will not go through all the storage again to try to keep it short. So for instance, I already prepared this pillow that I will lift and to show you the details. So this gives you an idea of the volume of storage that you have in the salon. Picture this by all the sofas that you see around me. So that lift, this lift, that lift, that lift, and that lift, the dinette lift again. So again, it's all empty. So that gives you an idea of the amount of storage volume that you have, where you can put all is needed to spend really a lot of time on board. You need provision, paper towel, soda cans, I mean water, so you can completely feel the volume of all these 3 sofas. This unit has been selected and ordered with our interior luxury lighting package, which therefore includes, we will see a beautiful light fixture like that one, this one in the corner. These are all designed, again, by Fabio Fantolino for Azimut Yachts, and they can be purchased only with the boat. You can't go in a store and just decide to order those lights. They are really unique and designed custom for the Azimut 72 Flybridge. Of course, dining. Dining speaks for itself. We will not talk about layout, you see it. We'll talk about design and material. What you will see, we adopted on the interior a lot of natural stones. So you see, we kind of went away from those very loud, maybe marble work, and this is a natural marble, but you see, and you will see throughout the boat, is very holistic. Everything inside is very calm. It's designed to spend time on board without being attacked by aggressive looks, but everything kind of flow. Colors, material choices, and definition of the overall look was thought to spend time on board and relax, disconnect, if you wish, from everything. And that comes into the galley, where you have a similar, very similar stone, if you wish, but this again is synthetic. So this is extremely resistant, galley purpose, and that instead is a natural stone on the dinette table. Galley, very functional. So of course this is your range. You have a hood here for force extraction of odors, but then of course you have, as usual, natural ventilation, very convenient. You press a button here, they wash the boat on the outside, so we have a little dripping, but and you have natural ventilation to get out odor and vapors and smokes. And so you bring it back up and close it. We have a full-size refrigerator here, in which you have your safety lock, again, for navigation. You don't want the refrigerator to open in rough seas, but then very generous volume here, and then you have your freezer on the bottom. And throughout you have, of course, storage all the way, wherever possible. Even these little niches here, we have used them to create extra storage functioning. This is a storage for extra glassware, and then all of this is storage for sort of pantry purpose or pot and pans purposes. On this side you have a storage under the sink, of course, with your trash in abundant storage, trash with, of course, recycle and main trash, and then you have your microwave combined, you have your drawer with your traditional Azimut silverware. And here in this unit we selected to put a dishwasher. If you don't put a dishwasher, of course this will be an extra storage cabinet. And here you have a very smart spices and oil bottles, vinegar bottles, whatever convenient. It is not over yet as far as storage, because of course you have overhead storage, spices here. This is the hood, so that's why you have this panel. Very easy to access the wood in case of need. But these instead are very deep, so spices, salt, peppers, and so on, and then deep storage here. And last but not least, in the galley, we have, why don't you take a peek inside, very, very generous volume. And there is actually extra storage under those two panels over there. So overall, the galley has storage everywhere, in addition to all the storage under all the sofas that we discussed about. Then we move a little forward, and we keep on going into details. This is a very convenient little storage unit, but underneath instead we start with the traditional Azimut yachts, proprietary crockware and glassware and silverware, which is everything is very well stored. You know where it is. It doesn't need to go anywhere else. There's dedicated space. There's neoprene sleeves, which are designed to prevent rattling and damages during navigation. So these plates that you see, they can move around, and they will be always comfortably held in place by the neoprene sleeves. And then you close a drawer, and you have a setting for 10 people. On the other side, maybe I don't know if it's convenient. On the other side here, we have the same other two, nice big storage here, big salad bowl here, which stays there, and another drawer here with your beer serving plate here. And so everything is basically stuck in this module, if you wish. Under the helm seats, you have all your china is in the same module. All your glassware is in that cabinet at the beginning starboard side of the salon, and all your silverware is right there under the range and the cooktop right here, as we show. So this incorporates all your crockery. Again, this is what we call a breakfast nook. So you wake up in the morning, maybe the first two, they wake up in the morning, you don't want to set up the big table, you have to have a beautiful view, and imagine now you are in the Bahamas or in Sardinia or in Croatia, and at the anchor, you're surrounded by beauty. You wake up in the morning with a beautiful morning light, and here is where you would have breakfast with your significant other. What better place to, start a day on the brand new Azimut 72 Flybridge. Again, I got stuck. Storage everywhere, so also here we took advantage in a very clever way of the base of this beautiful dinette, and there is two drawers, one here, one there. And then you have the storage. This is actually your electrical panel, very conveniently located. So you control all your AC and DC loads from this panel, which is right here. You can easily access. These are all the loads that you might want to deal with directly. And then, of course, we have a main panel in the engine room we'll take a look at later. And then here, this is another storage volume, typically maybe for maps, navigation. This big box gives an idea of the volume, which goes all the way back there. Again, this boat got here on, today is February 17. This boat arrived February 11 from Italy, so it's literally 6 days old. You can still smell the beautiful country. While we are here, let's get the helm. And again, I apologize for my voice. I've been talking non-stop at the boat show since Tuesday, and I guess I'm getting old and my voice is going away. So helm, very, very functional. The first and most important feature of the helm, believe it or not, is this door. You can, just by pressing a button, and what this button does, it basically ensures that the locking system, the locking mechanism, pulled in the door as much as needed in order to guarantee water tightness. This is a very watertight door. And then what you do, you just push it out and you open it with one end extremely light. So you don't have to do that chunky movement that you do maybe on the engine room or exterior door. This is more refined, it's automatic, but this allows the crew to go in and out without passing through the salon. So imagine you have the owners either having a beautiful lunch or dinner here while navigation is going on, or watching a movie in the salon, and the captain wanted to navigate from the inside, but you want to go check something outside. You get out, and you don't have to interfere with the owner, or really, you're just navigating, you want to take a pic of what is going on the starboard side, you just open the door, and here you are. Very, very conveniently located, to the point that you can also maneuver the boat. This is the maneuvering joystick right here, and I can be outside, and with my hand, I'm basically controlling the entire boat by looking very conveniently at what goes on the starboard side, if I starboard in. Then what you do, you just press this, close the door, and you will hear this. Automatically, the pins are retracting the door and making sure that is watertight completely. So that's an auto door. And then we go into the controls and very ergonomic. So you see my position. Standing or sitting would be identical. Of course, the helm seat is electrically operated, up and down, back and forth. Adjustable steering wheel, so any angle you would prefer, completely customizable. And then everything is very well designed and ergonomics. Your control, your joystick, this is your trim tab control from Humphrey that you probably would just leave in automatic trim, but also have all the manual interfaces. This is your steering system control, because today's steerings are all electronic, so you can even decide how hard you want the response of the steering wheel on your hand. So that is the level of customization of feeling. You can decide how reactive you want your steering to be. So that is the unit which is dedicated solely to steering and rudders control. And then of course we have our traditional, this is our Raymarine Platinum package, the latest multifunction display from Raymarine, which integrates all the navigation function that you would expect, which incorporate also our monitoring system, which is designed with the Raymarine. And that is the control, if you wish, of all the features that you want to have right here at a glance, and able to control and or monitor on directly from your helm station, which of course would work on every screen on board. So down helm and upper helm, same. So this is a general view of the boat, which of course has your alarm and messages on the side, as well as your bilge pumps, 1, 2, 3, so that monitor your bilges. Then you press this button, you go into the power management, and then of course you have your generator start and stop from the helm, very convenient. So to start and stop either generator, you can do it from here, and you put them online and offline all from here, so you don't need to go in the engine room. Right now the boat is telling us that we have a shore 1 connected, shore 2 connected. It's telling us that we have 220 volts and 219 volts per bar, and we are drowning 18 amps on the A bar and 10 amps on the B bar. So it's a very comprehensive, and if we would have generators, this will be off, of course, and this will be on, and will tell us the same exact information, voltage and amperage draw. And this is your DC section. So this is all your batteries on board, generator batteries, engine batteries, and they are not lit because right now the battery switches are in the open position, so they're off per se. This, we have bow thruster. For some reason the battery switch was turned on, wouldn't be needed right now. And the service batteries instead is on, and it's telling us that we have almost 26 volt, and we are charging 68 amps and discharging 68 amps. So the battery charger here is working perfectly fine. Other page, this is again very useful to know at a glance. You have your fuel, your gray water, your crew gray water tank, and then black water and fresh water. This is the control of your pumps. They're both set up in automatic. The gray water pumps can be set in automatic. You can discharge gray water anywhere you want. The black water pump instead, it cannot be set up in automatic, and that's why you have to hold your finger on it in order to turn it on and off. You can discharge black water only where the local authorities and regulation allows. And then you have other controls that you can clearly see. You have all your information on temperature, your navigation light control, and so on and so forth. And other windshield wipers on the bottom. So this is a more monitoring and controlling navigation, if you wish, page. You got this, extremely convenient. Air conditioning, of course you have controls located in every area, and you can set up and control every area independently, but you also can do everything from here, and you can set up the temperature and the fan speed from here and make them all the same throughout the boat, or you can select and change the features of each independent area all from here. Very convenient. This is your setting page. This is where you go and change the unit of measure from gallons to liters, from miles to knots, and so on and so forth. And this is your, again, navigation page where you control and you see your pitch and trim of the boat. So you have indication and you can control the trim and listing, if you wish, of the boat. And you have values. You can set the auto list and the auto trim. And then these two indicators right here gives you an idea of how much fuel you have per tank, because there is an automatic system which in certain conditions transfer fuel from one tank to the other in order to balance and properly list or set the balance of the boat. So I would say this is it for our monitoring system. And I think we can go down to the lower deck and to the guest accommodation. Again, stairs, very wide, very comfortable. This beautiful piece of walnut has been carved in order to become a very comfortable handrail, so very safe. And then once you land here, you immediately find another handrail. So pitch yourself in bad weather. This is where exactly you see the experience of construction coming into place. So you leave one end here, you grab the other hand right here. You'll never be without sustain. And then let's start from the main cabin here in the aft. And this is where you feel, if you wish, even more the new Fabio Fantolino look and design and the combination of materials. So again, walnut for all the interior, next to this beautiful fabric, which is a pure linen fabric. And then you have those touches which we have seen before in that beautiful detail in the galley, on the galley lower. Once we go back, we'll maybe take a deep look to it. The louvers, the detail of the galley, lower piece of furniture, but calls back this beautiful lacquered in very gentle tones, which again makes you feel relaxed. You wanna spend time here. You feel like you wanna stay here. The layout, traditional. We have a king size bed in the center of the cabin, which incorporate as a tradition ample storage on the bottom, and we'll show them in every cabin, but as a sample, this gives you an idea of the amount of volume of storage. Okay, these are all the part of the exterior covers. For instance, is a big white bag, which, well, as I said, this boat is here 6 days, so there is apologize if there is still equipment to be offloaded or distributed properly, but that gives you is good because it gives you an idea of the volume of storage. And starting from the port side here, this is all storage as well. So beautiful, convenient drawers on this side, and beautiful shelves and cabinet next to it. Right behind you, right there, if you turn, we have another piece of storage here. Nice volume. And take a look at the integration of the TV. Of course, the TV is behind the mirror. As I always say, we don't like TV hanging. We don't like the appliance TV. We like to watch TV, beautiful movies, but we don't like the TV as an object, so we always hide them. And look at the integration of this beautiful soundbar. So it's really done seamless. And then maybe we go into a little bit of more technical details, as we always do. For instance, this panel is not designed to be open for storage, but it's very easy to remove instead. Why? Because technical space. So this is the air conditioning unit, very easy to clean, as we always go through in our video. No excuses to get the filter cleaned. It takes, I'm doing it with one hand in a second to take it in and out. That is your subwoofer down there. And then, of course, the rest is a technical system. But that gives an idea how the engineering team made the panels which require removal to access system, which require check or maintenance on an often basis. They're extremely easy to take on and off, you see. There's no tools needed. You take it off with 2 hands. We'll put it back later. But, that's tells you how easy it is. And then we go here, and this is a walk-in closet. Again, apologize, these are other part of the exterior covers, which is good to mention. We provide exterior cover for all the furniture and all the windows, standard, of course, they come with the boat. But this gives you an idea of the volume. We have a beautiful hanging bar here, which goes all the way down for long gowns, I think, the dress for girls. So you have a part which will be more for shirts, and then you have a part which goes all the way down to the floor for gowns. Shelves on both sides, beautiful safe here, I don't know, Josh, if you can take a look at the safe here and also look at the details of these beautiful drawers. You know, the integration of a custom leather mechanism which is designed to you know, pull the safety hatch for navigation. I think we can go and take a look now of the port side here, where you have a vanity, very convenient, very, you know, perfect location of the mirror, integrated LED lights, so she can have lights and all the makeup, or part of the makeup. I don't know if this is enough for all the makeup. Part of the makeup here, once you close it, it disappears. It can actually become a convenient laptop working station if you wish. And then you reopen it. And this instead is a beautiful little nook. You know, you want to stay away, maybe upstairs there are people that are more in a party mood and you want to relax, you close that door and look, you sit yourself here, beautiful book or your tablet in your hand, reading the news, and look at this. Now you are in paradise. Every time you turn here, you just see the beauty of nature, and look at my position. Look at this. I can spend hours here, relax and perfect ergonomic, very comfortable. But again, we go back now to the technical side of things because we are on a yacht, and so it's as beautiful as it is very technically involved when it comes to system, and they need to be checked. So this is a very tight fit because you don't want noise to come out of this, but it's not something that you would, oh, that's why. This again is your second air conditioning unit right here. Look how easy it is to access, to clean. Again, this is not something that the owner will do, it's probably a crew work, but with one hand and during doing a video, I've been able to access this area. There is an extra panel, which is probably what was giving me a hard time because I was doing it with one hand. Extra panel to dampen even further noise. And then you see how this cushion is trimmed in order to perfectly fit down here, and as a matter of fact you cannot hear anything. That's why it was a little chunky to get out, because of the soundproofing required. Let's move to the master bathroom, and here let's talk about storage. Of course, his and hers. Again, we go back to the same stone we had on the dining table in the dinette. So this is called crema marfil. He is of the family of the marble, so it's a natural stone, but it's very hearty. That is the word that I was looking for before. It's very hearty, very. It's almost a spa. You feel like you are in a spa. It's a spa look, so it's designed for well-being and wellness. You have storage, both shelves here, as well as drawers here, his and hers, and of course you have then shelves on the side. And then, as usual, if ordered, we can accommodate a bidet. Of course, in Europe we would have a bidet here. Here we have a toilet with a bidet feature incorporated. This is, if you wonder what this is a toilet which incorporates a bidet feature. And then you have this phenomenal shower, which as usual I will demonstrate physically. Again, 6 feet, 165 pounds, and look the amount of space I have, 72 feet. Really no constriction, door closed, and the space is perfect. I have rain shower here, telephone shower here, so fully equipped, and clever touches of Azimut to clean the drainage. You don't have to move the entire grates, which can chip and damage and hit. You just remove this little piece. With 2 hands, you clean your drainage here. I mean, of course, you, the crew, whomever, and then you put this one back. Done. So again, no excuses to do not make sure that everything flows. I would say let's move. Did we cover everything in the master? Maybe you want to take a pic of the ceiling, which is beautiful lacquered with this walnut insert and the LED lighting incorporated. I could take maybe give a pic to the lights, because there is a lot of work. We have hired, and now is almost 10 years that we have a department of lighting engineers which work only on lighting design. That's how important lighting became in the past a couple of decades gradually. So lighting has a lot of work behind. So moving away from the master, this is actually very ample storage, as you can see, or it can be the perfect spot for extra refrigeration. If a customer would like refrigeration extra, can be here, or sometimes they would like an extra washer and dryer here. We'll see later in the crew quarters there's a separate unit, washer and dryer, of course, but sometimes the owner would like to have her machine that she only uses, and this is the perfect spot to put a combo washer and dryer right here. So we'll do maybe the guests later. Let's go to the VIP first. So we follow the level of size of the cabins. And this is a full beam bow VIP. Of course, as usual, we have full storage everywhere. So that tells you again the volume that you have of storage under the bed. And you have a beautiful storage on both sides of the cabinetry, and then on both sides of the cabin you have the identical volume storage on the side, as well as those pockets. You have a full-size bed, forward facing, and we have an ensuite bathroom. So if we switch, we'll see that here we walk into the ensuite, which follow the same design, same kind of materials, has the main head, the main cabin head. So same materials. In this case, we have one sink. Of course, the space is less, but we do not sacrifice it. Again, look at the shower. I didn't grow between one bathroom and the other, so same size. And you have rain shower, same identical features, and still extremely generous. There's no constriction. I don't feel in any way in an RV or in anything different than I would be in a very comfortable home or hotel. So full space, full ergonomics for the VIP shower, natural view and natural light coming in, as well as we always say, because it's important, maybe not much in the US because we're more used to air conditioning, but in other markets or in Europe, we love when there's that nice perfect temperature. You just crank open this portal here and the other one on the other side. Again, you imagine you're at the anchor in a beautiful place, and you can really keep the air conditioning off and you have the beautiful breeze coming in. So we offer natural ventilation in every ambient. Every head, every cabin has natural ventilation. Incorporated media, of course, soundbar and TV. And I'd say this is the head which serves both the port side guest cabin as well as works as a day head. That's why you will see it has two doors, because when you have guests that need to go to the bathroom, they're going to come down 4 steps, and they have this door on the port side here, and this head will serve as a day head as well. Let me just show the, of course, storage features everywhere. In every head we'll try to be as less repetitive as we can, but the showers actually are always important. So this again, still fully equipped, rain shower, telephone shower, and the space again, very, very convenient, including a bench. So ladies like to, shave their legs, so this would be the perfect position, and very, very generous shower without any compromise of ergonomics, natural ventilation in the shower. And then if you go in from there, I come in from here, and we're gonna meet right here in the portside guest. In this configuration, they choose a double bed, very generous, very comfortable. I can actually show you. They will not love this, my marketing team. But again, once you get in, full size, extremely generous, extremely comfortable for a couple. Spend endless nights here on vacation board. And then of course you have ample storage on both sides. Both stays up. That was my fault. I didn't push it enough. So they are designed to stay open while you access your things. And of course, under the bed, full storage, as well as full storage here, hanging and shelves. Night stand with the drawer. So again, I will try to be fairly quick because the cabins kind of speak on themselves. And here you have a very comfortable guest with a separated bed. This is actually another one which probably is worth it to demonstrate the sizing versus a human body of the bed, because it is very, very comfortable. You know, look at, I can spend a week, 2 weeks vacation, and if they give me this bed, I will be as happy as a clam. So there's really no sacrifice. In this instance, probably is worth it showing, because you have a lot of storage under the bed. It's vented, so all of this is designed so whatever is under there doesn't stay completely out of ventilation. And this gives you an idea of the volume of storage you have under each and every bed. So on this side, we have storage only. And while it's so easy to do it, why not? We'll look at that on this side. You guys instead is a combination of storage on this side. Look how deep it is. Look how big, look how deep that is. And then instead on this side, again, as usual, see, design cat, no excuses. Your air conditioning unit, very, very accessible. Velcro is doing its job. Take out your filter, clean them every 2 weeks, please. But also very easy to access in case of need of service or replacement of a fan coil. This will be really coming in and out from here with true tools. So we'll have, we'll put this back nice and tight later on. And this also has an ensuite. What do I do first? And shower test, as always, and rain and phone. This is the same size as the other guest, so no discrimination. Both guest cabins get the same volume of showers and head. And of course, ample storage, shelf, drawer, and then mirror. And of course, we saw the storage there, we saw the storage here, and you have your hanging bar, which is not installed yet on this, but this is where your hanging bar will go. And this is the starboard side guest cabin. I think we are done with the interior. I think we are ready to go do all the exteriors. But actually, that's what I forgot before. I want you to take a look at this beautiful louver detail with this very pale and relaxed lacquered custom-made combination between walnut and this beautiful color, creating this very spacious but relaxing feeling. And this is another one of Fabio Fantorino's touches, which makes this galley island very, very unique, and that's where design come into place. So let's go outside, Josh, and let's do the Flybridge. So again, we open our door so we don't have air conditioning escaping. And while we are here, docking control station right here. So you have your thruster. In this case, the boat is equipped with a standard bow thruster, but also an optional stern thruster, which will be this control. And then you have your maneuvering joystick here. So look how easy would that be to put this boat at the dock. From here, you can really see everywhere and maneuver the entire boat with one hand. Another important feature, especially for the United States, side boarding gates, very easy to open and close. You probably would put a dock ladder there, and we have a lot of side docking in the United States. That's why, as a global company, we know the needs of our market and our customers. So all our boats comes to the United States, to the Americas, have side boarding gates, which are a fundamental piece for this kind of market. Then let's go up to the Flybridge. Again, check always the size of the stairs. So comfortable, wide, and safe. So I'm leaving this handrail right here, literally, and I find another one immediately right here. So look at my ergonomic path, and I put my hand here, and I find another handrail right here. So in tough weather, I'm able to go up and down these stairs in complete safety. And here, welcome to basically another level, another boat, if you wish, because the amount of space here is simply fantastic. You can really have 4, 5, 7, 8 people lounging, playing cards, or having a lunch or dinner here. Then you have another 4 or 5 in the bow, 5, 6 in the cockpit. You can fill up the boat of people which don't even know that they are on board at the same time. That's the feeling that the boat gives you. Same table as the cockpit. We'll again, synthetic marble look in the center, Corian trim, seamless, completely seamless, and the resistance. C-shaped sofa. Again, also in this instance, I will not go through it all, but dry storage incorporated. So this is dry storage for the entire sofa, you see, and then once you close it, you see there is a gasket here. You close it tight, and there is no water coming in here, and this applies to this entire volume. So again, imagine the amount of storage that you have in this sofa for all the needs of long cruising. Beautiful sun lounging, which is actually very well located. Imagine that now is a owner-operated vessel, which in the US at this size we are seeing more and more. So family, father or mom driving and sitting next to each other, and then here the kids, and it becomes really a family affair. So you can all enjoy time together in this beautiful setup where you can put 4 or 5 family members or friends and really go through the water together while driving the boat, but also spending time with the family. You don't want to have configuration where you feel like a cab driver, right? That you drive and everybody else. So you want to have your family and friends around you, and this is a perfect setup for that. This is, again, storage, immense. Ecco, that's a good point. You might wonder what that is. We offer this telescopic ladder with every model, and the purpose is that if you need to go up on the hardtop, let's say that navigation light goes bad. That's a safety piece of equipment. You want to make sure that that you have spares on board for your navigation lights, all of them. B, you need to be able to replace them in case they go bad. You don't want to navigate at night without navigation lights. You need to go up on the hardtop. We want to make sure that you do that in a very, very safe way. So we provide a telescopic ladder which hook on 2 hooks on the back of the hardtop, and is extremely safe for you to go up and down to the hardtop to service equipment, radar, lights, even cleaning if you wish. And so that's what the ladder is for. But look at the size of this storage compartment, which can be accessed from here, but also for easier access, have access from here. So you can access for easy access by just opening this door, or for more bulky components, you can access it from the top. Helm, again, kind of speak on by itself, is basically a copy and paste of the lower helm. They offer the same features, same control. There is really nothing here which is less than downstairs. Just the multifunction displays are one size less than downstairs, just because the helm here is a little smaller to provide better visibility. But other than that, we really make the helm identical in terms of control. The same pages that we saw downstairs are here, so I will not repeat that. Double seat, also in the helm. Storage here, which is very convenient. Drained, of course, and this is the kind of storage that you can use either to put ice and drinks if you want to, or to have whatever you want to have next to you when you are captaining and navigating your boat. Then we go back. This is actually the control. You wonder what this is. This is the control for the TV. So you see it coming out from here. TV which comes up, of course, and then goes down. And I will not waste your time going all the way up, but I will tell you what these are. Once the TV is up, you can tilt this and, of course, rotate the TV. So when you're sitting at the table and you want to watch your show or your game, you can have beautiful dining here. Imagine the TV is all the way up, and then you tilt it and you can watch it while dining. So again, everything is thought out. Bar, beautiful bar in a very bigger yacht setup. So typically these are the setup where you have a crew member on this side serving the guests on board. Here you have your barbecue grill. So we offer 2 options of grilling. In this particular instance, this customer didn't order what we call the grilling cabinet, which goes aft there instead of that sofa on the starboard side right there where you're looking. There will be an integrated full grill station, if you wish, which incorporate 2 of these side by side. In this instance, they prefer a sofa there, and they put one grill here, right? So this is your grill, and here is your integrated sink. Same molded sink as in the cabinet below. And then here you have storage and room for refrigeration and ice maker. This will be your ice maker right here. This is where your ice will be. Refrigerator here, drawer, very convenient. And then storage here with a drawer for utensils and trash. Again, I repeat it, this is the choice of this particular unit, but we also offer a full grill station that goes in that corner. This is your light controls. And going back here, this is what we call a blank canvas, meaning that we offer different configuration. So in this instance, they have selected the two love seats opposing each other with a beautiful coffee table and poof. But you can leave it empty and do whatever you want. We offer lawn chairs instead if you prefer sun loungers, if you wish. And so this is a very blank piece of white paper that the customers can customize as they wish. We offer some options. You don't have to take them, and you can do whatever you want. I would highly recommend the beautiful piece of cabinet which we designed here, which will be the perfect grill station, which follows the line of the boat. So that would be perfect, but that's totally up to you. If you wonder what this is the automatic roof. You see that is opening right there. So either to get more air coming in during navigation, or to have a better view during a beautiful night with stars, and you're going out and you want to have a beautiful view of the sky. That's the control of your openable roof, which is made by Webasto. It's a German brand, leader in the RV industry. They do all the opening roof of also all the German cars, and therefore very solid, very reliable, spare parts available, and service available everywhere. So that's why we selected Webasto for this piece of equipment, for reliability and quality. And I think, Josh, we can go down this way and then walk on the sidewalk, so we can also show the width and access to the bow. It's always nice. Ecco, I would like you to focus on the safety of the passage, the width, but also focus please on the quality of the glass. Ecco, this is a beautiful shot. The glass starts from that corner right there, and it ends all the way at the bow. So it's interesting, in the bill of material of a yacht, the most expensive piece of equipment, of course, in line of priority is the engine package. Usually the engine package is the most expensive single ticket item. The second and third, depending, believe it or not, is the furniture kit. So all the furniture that goes inside the yacht is the second single ticket item in terms of price, or depending on the model, the glasses. The glasses are extremely expensive. As you can imagine, they are all done, is almost one-off production. The units are so small and the models are so different between each other that this is almost a one-off production, which require very specialized to comply with code, but also to make all the geometry we need. You see that these are all at different angles, and to give this beautiful effect is extremely expensive, and it's something that probably not necessarily everybody knows. And the fact that you have a seamlessly integrated glasses for basically 12, 14 meters, it's remarkable. And we go here to once again another area. That's what I talked about before. You can have a really ton of people in the cockpit, Flybridge, in the Salon dinette, and again another party of people here. They wouldn't even know that they are on the same boat. Same configuration here with a little bit more artistic touch. So we kept the Korean gray not only on the trim, where we gave this beautiful contrast, which makes it very modern and nice. Comfortable lounger, and as usual, there is storage under every single one of these cushion. but extremely deep, very comfortable, nice back support, and it goes all the way to the details of an armrest, which is applied with this beautiful leather, exterior leather detail to hold it in place. And but look at the size, look at the ergonomy. Now you are navigating, and of course the waters are nice, intercoastal. Look at this, look at the ergonomics. I hope that I can express in the video the comfort. I really can spend hours in this position. I'm back supported properly. My legs are hanging perfectly. I will never have anything going numb, and I can spend a ton of time here when somebody else, of course, is driving the boat, and I just enjoy life at the end. That's what it's all about. Very intelligent and versatile. So in this kind of configuration, of course, is an opposing sofa, so in a more social kind of event. This is the configuration, but really by lifting it and flipping it, it becomes beautiful sunbathing for, I would say, at least 4 people. Look, to give you again a proportion in ergonomics. Sunbathing. Now, of course, I have the optional shade held by the 4 carbon fiber poles, but without, this will be the perfect sunbathing position on the boat, with 4 adults and maybe a couple of kids will fit in this sunbathing island. Talk about that. Carbon fiber, custom made, and look at the quality of the stainless steel and how solid. Look at the thickness of the stainless steel bases. So this is your shade that we installed here for the boat show. And what else? You have your pop-up lights, which are on for us today. Actually, Josh, what I want you to look at the details of this. Designed and made, of course, they're all custom one-off. Cup holders, these are solid in place, they don't go anywhere, so you put your bottles or your cup in here, drained, that's what the hole is for. But look at the quality of details to match all the tables on board. This is really where attention to details. So this cut is because then water get drained out on boat. You see the cut is on the lower side. Cup holder, drained, but designed and made with the same kind of seamless Corian trim and the synthetic marble insert. I think we are done with the exterior. While we walk towards the transom and to dive deep into the engine room, I want to remind a little bit about construction. So everything from the deck we're walking on, all the way up to the hardtop, everything from here up is laminated in carbon fiber. The reason is not performance, I always repeat it. This is actually a pretty fast boat. We're talking about 32 knots, wide open, 25, 26 knots cruising all day long, 330 miles range, a cruising speed. So it's a fast Flybridge boat, but the adoption of carbon fiber has nothing to do with speed. It has to do with weight, but weight to contain in order to provide more space. So at the end, the weight of the finished product is the same. What changes by using carbon fiber, we give much more space. So that Flybridge in that kind of size and this kind of square footage can be obtained only by using carbon fiber. Otherwise, you would have to have a bigger boat or much more power to move it at the same speed. Instead, we want to keep the power down as possible in order to, keep consumption and emission down. Still have a fast Flybridge boat, but by using carbon fiber, which is again is 30-35% more money to build the same pieces in carbon fiber versus fiberglass. It's just to provide more room, more space, more volume. That's it. So let's move aft. Again, take a pic. Look at the beautiful integration. This is the natural ventilation of the galley, but look how seamless it is, integrated seamlessly. Look at these glasses. They are really piece of art. Sideboarding gate on both sides. And then we go down here. These, while you're here, are your control for your platform. This is where you put in and out of the water this platform, therefore your tender. So you turn it on by pressing these two, and then these arrows, we don't want to do it now, but these arrows put it up and down. And then let's take a look at this, which is real easy and quick because it's extremely convenient. This is a phenomenal space. This is a beautiful storage. You have, if you go and take a look at that and see also how deep it is. And we purposely put that divider in there so you can store things without then opening and finding a mess. So you can divide whatever you want. This is perfect for fenders, for instance, on one side, cleaning product on the other, or vice versa, or whatever you want. You can do a bar, an hanging bar, and put wetsuits. You can put sea bobs in here if you want to, with a vertical placement, so they are safely stored in there. That's a dummy. This is a dummy sea bob, which I think give you an idea what can be in there. Very, very safely and completely stored. Of course, fully gasketed, so this is dry storage. There's a fender right now in there, an inflatable fender right now in there. There's light, so very clever. You will be, this is very, very useful. And then on the other side, identical door, so symmetric also from a look standpoint. We're gonna dive in to the engine room, technical space, and crew quarters. So follow me. Let's see. You might wonder what is behind these curtains. This is currently a mess, officially, but let's take a positive out of it, because it gives an idea of the amount of volumes that you have in here. This is, as you can see, is a mattress. So this is one crew accommodation, if you wish. If you want, if you need an extra crew member, this is the perfect situation. This is why you have this curtain, which create separation, and this gives you an idea of the volume. And this instead is the captain cabin, the real cabin, which again, full comfort, you know, give you also demonstration of ergonomics, but you have a very comfortable long bed, storage all over the side, natural ventilation here, storage here, dedicated media, storage here, and very cleverly also an hanging bar here. So if he needs to hang the shirts or uniform, he can have them here. So this is a full cabin with you know, storage also behind the door. So every single volume have been used for storage purposes. And that's of course door, and this is for the second crew member in case is wanted. This is what I mentioned before. This is DC and AC main control panels. We always like to show, let's say, the quality. Let's open this one so you're there with the camera, but the quality of execution of our system. Look at this. This is a piece of art. Every single circuit, every single cable, of course, is labeled. We provide both paper and digital electrical diagram. So you go into your diagram and you want to see what the 9237 wire is. You find it on the diagram, and it will tell you that it feeds this circuit, and it is for that kind of a load. So these are all relays. Of course, we'll not go into the details, but this is just a view of the quality of execution. This is the monitoring system, believe it or not, that we watch up there. How you monitor the level of your tanks, the temperature in the engine room, and how you control the windshield wipers, and so on and so forth. Is all this. This is it. This is the brain. That's the interface. So, and so let's close this up. While you're there, bathroom dedicated for the crew. This integrate shower, toilet, and sink in one. Of course, all the wood-looking material is designed to withhold water. You have a separating shower curtain, which isolate, and you have your shower here that you place in this position right here, and now you have a shower features, which again is a crew quarters on 72 feet, but you know, it offers ample range of movement. And then you put it down, and this become your sink. You have a storage under there, and all you need. What we mentioned before, separated washer and dryer unit here, Miele, so full residential size, no sacrifices here. Dryer on the top, washer on the bottom. This is the same you would have at home. And as I said, you can add an extra combo unit in the outside of the main cabin on going out on your port side if need be. And then here we dive into what is my favorite spot on every boat, and particularly on the new 72 Flybridge, because look at this. Maybe stay there, Josh, because this is important. This is very not ordinary at all. So to have, I'm 6 foot 5'11". I'm cheating, but let's call it 6 feet. Look at that. I have over a foot of space on my head. Look at this engine room, 72 feet, which is, in all fairness, this is 74 feet 5 inches length overall, the new 72 Flybridge. Well, we call it 72. And in this instance, 72 works. Look at the space you have in this engine room. Look if you need to do anything on these engines on any side. Look at the amount of space you have. Look how you access your strainers. Look how easy it is to inspect and eventually open and clean your strainer. And this is your port engine. This is the starboard engine, is right in front of it. These are the fuel tanks that I talked to you about before when we were looking at the monitoring system. So that's where fuel gets transferred from one to the other in order to balance the trim. Forced ventilation on one side, forced extraction on the other. And again, very, very comfortable engine room. Room for storage, we provide this, so you can have all your spare filters, spare belts, all your toolboxes here. You can install an actual toolbox anywhere, you know, if you want in this engine room. You can use the space on top of the tank. If it would be my boat, that would become all storage space for spares and tools. You know, you can build the shelves on top of those fuel tanks, and that is perfect space to store tools and spares. Generators, here they have two 22 kW generators. So if in case you have problem with one, you can use the other. One is more than enough to feed the entire boat, so you don't need both generators on at the same time. But for redundancy, you have two. Then on this side, this is the air conditioning system, chill water system. So all your compressed gas is in these units right here. These are the compressors. They basically cool down to an extreme level a solution of water and glycol, which then goes throughout the boat. That's why it's called chill water loop, because the compressors create and cool down this loop of water, which goes around the entire boat and go to every single fan coil that we saw before, the things with the filter in front, and that creates the air to be conditioned and cold. But all the gas, all the transformation, and if you feel that all the noise is here, confined in the engine room, and what you have instead going through the boat is just this chill water loop and a fan which push air through the loop and make it come out cold. It's that simple. Those are your generator, mufflers, and exhaust system. These are your batteries. This is another electrical panel which is actually important. These are your battery switches. We'll see later, or if we don't go back to the cockpit, because it's the same on every Azimut. You have a very convenient little panel in the cockpit with battery switches. When you leave the boat, you don't need to go to your breaker panel and turn off all the breaker. You just turn off your battery, service battery switch, and all your DC load, which you need on when you are on board, they will all automatically go off by turning one little lever. What that little lever does is a signal of power, which goes to these guys right here for engine, generators, and service. And these are your battery switches that instead open and close the circuit. These two guys are very important because those are the for the winches in the cockpit. You will probably notice that there are two winches next to the cleats in the cockpit. They are designed to bring the boat in when you're docking. You know, you're talking about a 50 tons boat here, so very heavy. In case the load on the winches is too much and they trip and they no longer work, be aware this is the breaker for the winch. So sometimes customers say, oh, my winch doesn't work anymore. It's just enough to know. You come down here, that's why we put them here, and you reset your breaker and this works. And so this is a DC control panel. This is, while we are here, very interesting system here. This is the electro strainer, which is a new feature, new option that we offer on the price list. Very clever company. They came up with something which basically improve the life of the boater. air conditioning system, especially in Florida, especially in hot weather. They're running 24/7, 365 days of the year. And there is what is called build-up and growth happening because you have salt water. You have the water of the ocean running through this system in order to cool it down. And in salt water, there is life. And so life grow into the hoses, into the strainers. And if they clog it, then the water flow is not the same as it's supposed to be. And then the system either shut down or can eventually be damaged. So that's why it's very important to check your strainers and make sure there is good flow of water through your every raw water system. They're used to cool down your pieces of equipment. What they did, they came up with a system which basically through a very sophisticated process do not make growth happen into the air conditioning, any strainer if you wish. The more subject to is the air conditioning. And so this system basically makes the air conditioning raw water system basically maintenance free. It's a beautiful option. I recommend everybody. We support them. We integrated them in our product, and I recommend if you want to give a longer life to your air conditioning system, do electro strainer, order it with your boat. And then going back out, maybe we can take a pic to technical assistant just before going out. This is again, look at the depth. That gives you an idea of the space. That is the stern thruster, of course, that this boat was equipped with, and this is the rudder system, very, very important. So you want to have it very, very easily accessible. And that's why it's just a matter of removing the little panel. And here, same, you have your Glendinning cable masters. So those two big drums right here, they contain this shore power cable. So we'll see later that you can take in and out your shore power cable by just turning on and off a switch. They're very heavy cable, 50 amp, single phase, so you don't want to handle them by hand, they're heavy. And so they both have Glendinning cable master, and that's where they reel into those two big drums. These two pieces of equipment right here, Josh, these are called galvanic isolators. They come standard with Azimut, and they are a very, very important piece of equipment. They basically, long story short, they extended the life of your anodes, vulgarly called zincs, but the anodes made of zinc are the protection for all your underwater metals. And when you are connected at the dock, without this piece of equipment, to make a long story short, if you don't have those pieces of equipment and the boat next to you has no anodes or is very low on anodes because is the way is designed, you will be protecting the boat next to you. They will use your anodes. Your anodes will deploy faster because you're protecting the other boats on the same dock without this piece of equipment. With this piece of equipment, you are becoming your own ward, and so nobody uses your anodes but you, which is very, very important. So little technical details which makes the difference on Azimut, and they are standard on Azimut yachts. So I think, Josh, we are done. Maybe while we are here, we take a look at those Glendinning cable master that I talked to you about. You see, just flip a switch. Now they power them off because we are at the boat show, but this is the switch to control, in, out, and this cable will come in and out automatically without any effort. Let's move on the other side, because on the other side there is a couple smart features as well, which are right here. So when you are at the dock, it says city water in gray and black water tank. You connect your city water hose from the dock in here, and now you are running the boat through the city water. You're basically doing the same as you do when you're home. So in the sink, in the shower, you're running city water. But also here you can connect the water hose, and you have water coming out in the gray and black water tank to maintain and wash them. So you can fill them up with clean water and then discharge everything, and you give a nice cleaning. Very convenient, smart feature. The rest here is all storage, firefighting. That you probably have noticed them around the video. Those are manual bilge pump in case of emergency. There's a lever right here, you put it in, and you can pump water out of your bilge. We have new features on the 72 that we have introduced on previous model as well. So your docking line goes down here. This is why this indent. So once you have long line on a cleat, you put them down there, and everything is nice and clean. That is the actual switch panel that I was talking to you about, where you control all your switches. And I think we are done by saying that I forgot, and I'm glad we came back here. This option right here is your privacy shade curtain. So with the remote control, that comes down and isolate, create privacy. For instance, in Europe, where you dock stern into marinas and a lot of high traffic areas, you want to take that down so you have a little bit of privacy if you're sitting at the table. Or if you have the sun hitting from that angle, you can put it down and you will have shade. So I think it's done. I don't know how much it took us, but as usual, it's a long video. Thank you for watching. If you happen to be in Miami, today is Saturday, February 17, and we are here all day today and tomorrow, so come see it for yourself. If not, I hope this video helps you, and just contact us for any information, and your Azimut dealer will be able to help you and support. Thank you.